Hi everyone, welcome to Violet May Handmade. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Samantha. This is where we share all our sewing that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks.
So Mum has had a very busy couple of weeks and I haven't quite so much.
I've just been lucky. I've had more sewing opportunities than I normally would, and I've actually felt really productive, and I managed to actually get quite a few things done, so I'm quite excited to share those. So I mentioned I was going to make some zippered bags, and I've actually managed to get both of them finished, which I'm quite excited with. So the first one was one that I'm making for my mum, and it's using this gorgeous floral with blue flowers and a pink background, which I just think is so pretty. And I'd made her a hat before, Caitlin had made her a hat before in the same fabric, so I thought it'd be nice to use that. And then just the blue, plain blue on the inside. I'm really thrilled with how it came out. I didn't, last time when I made my other bag for Caitlin, I had thinner interfacing and I had to use the quite thick one this time. Not quite so keen on it, like it's nice, but I think next time I'll make them with the thinner one again.
It's very like rigid.
Yeah, true, the other one's more squishy. And then the other one that I was working on was the one for Caitlin with the honeybees, which I think is just the most gorgeous fabric. And then on the inside I've just got a white print with yellow hearts, which I think just tones in nicely with the outside of the bag. As we were just about to film, I realised that I've sewn one of the tabs on upside down, so I'm going to have to fix that. So even though I thought I'd finished, yes, I've got the seam on the outside. These things happen, yes.
I'm really excited to have another one of these, and there's actually a few that I would like to make for gifts, so Mum's going to have to teach me how to make them.
They're a really nice bag. They're a nice shape, they're a nice size, and once you get them all cut out, they're pretty quick to make. Yeah. It's just the cutting out's a bit fiddly because they're actually shaped, but I love that bag. It's actually one of my favourite ones I've made.
I agree.
Also managed to finish the spa headband that I was making for my mum, so it's exactly the same as the one that I made for Caitlin. The only difference is when I made Caitlin, she said the elastic felt a little bit tight, so I just added an inch to the elastic, and that was the only change I made. It's a great pattern by Sweet Red Poppy, and it gives you the little templates to make the bow and everything, which is quite good. Oh, the only other thing which I did do that's different to the pattern is I didn't have any wide elastic, so I've used two thinner pieces of elastic and then just put a casing down the middle, but it works fine. Yeah, so I was pleased to get that done.
I went to a craft class to learn how to make these little fabric hearts, and they're really lovely because they're actually filled with lavender, so they smell really nice.
They do.
And they were fully hand sewn, and I've done little lazy daisy type things here, and I'm really pleased with the way that it's turned out.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
We should actually make some more for gifts. I think
we should.
I
think they'd be really nice.
Yeah.
So around the edge of the heart you did back stitch and then just running stitch here, and then it's got the little button and the hanging loop.
I mentioned last time that my son had a birthday coming up, and then I remembered that I said I would make him a coaster. For Christmas we made these coasters and he loved it, and I said, well, you can't have the Christmas one, so I said I'll make you one for your birthday. So I can't remember the pattern, but I'll link it down below. And I've used this gorgeous dog fabric, which I've made him a couple of things out of before, and then it's just plain on the back. I agonised because I wanted to get the dogs on there properly, and I spent quite a bit of time lining it all up and everything and getting them where I wanted them to be. But I forgot, you actually make it, you layer all the pieces together and then you sew around it and then you turn it out. So of course when I've turned it out, I've ended up with a dog without a head. So I was a little bit disappointed with that. So if you do make some of these, they're better with non-directional prints, because the ones we made for Christmas just was a Christmassy pattern and it didn't matter. But if you use a directional print, you can run into troubles like I have. So yeah, but I'm still happy with it and I'm sure he'll love it.
So we have good news on the overlock front. It is back working again, which I'm very pleased about, and we're leaving it now. We're not unthreading it and rethreading again.
Definitely not.
Because that was terrible. I've done a little bit of work on this Miranda t-shirt that I'm making for Mum. So she's not a huge fan of sewing with knit fabric, so I tend to do all the sewing and then she does all the hemming. So I've done the shoulder seams on this one. And we've decided with these that when we put the neckband in, we're going to follow a tutorial by Rachel from the French Seams to do like a sort of binding on the back neck seam, which I think will look really nice on the inside.
Yeah, it makes it look more like something you bought in the shops, yeah.
So I'm looking forward to doing more work on this, and Mum's really excited to wear it.
I am.
So we've been working on our little bears that we're making, the fabric bears. And these are actually a really fun project, aren't they?
I'm really enjoying it, yeah.
So we've completely put together the little body. So this is the top, and then at the bottom it's all joined together. And then we've also put the little darts on the side of the headpieces.
So it's starting to look a bit more bear-like.
It is. And it's really nice just to do a couple of little seams on it, and eventually obviously it will come together. I think it's going to be really nice.
I agree. It's fun just doing it just a little bit at a time.
It is.
Yeah. That's all we've finished and been working on for the last couple of weeks, but what are you going to be working on in the next 2 weeks?
I'd like to make some significant progress on my Miranda top.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Because I'm really looking forward to doing that seam binding, and I think that you do that before you put the sleeves in.
I'm not sure.
I'll have to check.
Yeah.
And I would like to do a little bit more work on our bears and possibly cut out the interfacing for our nighties.
Yes, that was something. But I was going to do that this week, but I was just so excited with the sewing that I was doing that I didn't actually do those. But I think we should definitely do that, yeah.
And the other thing that I'm starting to think about now that the weather is changing a little bit is I'd really like to make some transitional jackets.
Yes. Yes, I haven't cut out my boxer shorts yet, so I need to do that over the next couple of weeks and work on our bears. And I'm not really sure what else I'm going to work on. I don't have any other... I finished all my projects, didn't I? So I'll have to start something new.
Actually, one thing I do need to do is make one of the knit nighties that I made twice last year for my grandma.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she wants another one for her birthday, so I need to do that before the 31st of March.
Yes, so I'll have to have a think about what other new projects I'd like to start. Well, that's quite exciting as well.
It is.
Yeah. So until next time, happy sewing.